Carol, professional IKEA hacker here. I think today's the first day that we have a bit of a reprieve from all the heat and humidity that we've had. I'm not complaining. In Canada we have two seasons, winter and summertime. When it's hot, I like it. It's good for the vacation when you're going away. Because it's so hot, I now spend more time with my children in the afternoons. I take them out of the house so they don't savage the household. I have four. Two of them are more savage than the other two. So the other two are, they play nice, they'll go out, they'll go for walks, they'll take out the dog, they go to the playground by themselves. They can go now to the pool. But the other two are savages. They go there and make a mess at home and spill this and spill that, and they don't clean up after themselves, and I have to make lunches for them. So I take them out more often. I spend more time in the afternoon. We just the other day we went out and we were at the playground, and then we went to the swimming pool, splashing, we got all wet, and then at the end, the kids got hungry. What do you do when the kids are hungry? You go to IKEA. Reasonably priced food, healthy, environmentally sensitive. They raise their chicken without antibiotics and hormones, and their salmon is like almost organic. Their meatballs are made without horse meat. Apparently, there was a scandal in Europe where they said that there's horse meat in the meatballs. Anyways, we didn't have that situation in Canada. But that was a good excuse also, because what I was thinking is I wanted to go to IKEA to see what it looks like without the MALMs. Because you know what? About 2 weeks ago, IKEA put out one of the largest, it is the largest furniture recall that I can recall. Essentially, they are recalling all their MALMs. Very specific ones though. There's apparently 30 million MALMs scattered all over households globally. In Canada, there are 6.6 million. I own 4, and I love them. So they're recalling them. So I wanted to see, so I put them in the car and I drive there. They run up the escalator. Even though the stairs are going up, they still. The youngest one, the savagest of them all, keeps running up there. So we go in, and I say, "Go, children, go!" And they go, and they run in, and they go into every single room. They go into beds. They press button on, off. They turn the faucets on, off. And my youngest one still doesn't understand the concept of IKEA. So I say, "Oh, you made a mess. Wait till Jimmy gets home, or wait till Steven gets home and he sees this," and he gets scared. My daughter just rolls her eyes. But there were no MALMs to be seen at all. They're all gone. Even in the as is section, there was always 2 or 3 MALMs. That's where I actually would pick up my MALMs for hacking. All gone. There was not a single MALM. And it feels empty. It feels empty. I love the MALM. I hacked them. Now, the reason why there are 6.6 million MALMs in Canada in households is because MALM chest of drawers, I had a couple here stacked. I have some images on my blog. Is because they are, when you buy a MALM, when you go to IKEA, it's not an exercise in an expensive furniture taste. It's more buying a very versatile, reasonably priced chest of drawer, something that will improve your organization. So you need organization in your life. You got a mess. You go in and you see your kids stuff piled on the floor, and you're like, I can't stand this. So you say, you know what? I'm gonna buy a chest of drawer, and I'm going to organize the room. But it's not happening anymore. So MALMs are gone. There's a whole bunch of other chests of drawers which are gone. IKEA is actually launching a new collection. I don't know what it's going to look like, but in September, I'll be there at IKEA, first day, to see what they did. The replacement is going to be ASTM compliant. Yeah, but there are no MALMs. So But why did I like MALMs? I like MALMs because they were very versatile, they're affordable, cheap, you know, they are sort of minimal, modern, so they have no handles. This is as basic as you can get when it comes to a dresser, chest of drawers. And, you know, just because of the design of it, they were so simple, a lot of flat surfaces. They were easy to hack, meaning you could modify them, you could decorate them, you could do all sorts of stuff with them, and people did it. If you go online and you Google, you know, top MALM hacks, a whole bunch of lists will come up, and you know, you can view images for inspiration. There are even companies that made like stencils and applique sort of things for it. So they were very, very popular. They're all gone. I'm sad. I like them. I have 4 of them. I'm not going to give them up to IKEA. IKEA only wants, this is the recall. It's a very specific one. They're only recalling the ones that are unattached to the wall. So if you, so this is the key. Why were they recalled? Why did IKEA recall MALMs? And which ones are they recalling? They're only recalling the ones which are not fastened to the wall. And those which are not fastened to the wall, you know what the issue there is? You know why IKEA is taking them back? Because people did not follow instructions. This is why when you buy something from IKEA, every little thing you buy from IKEA will come with a little bit of a booklet, instructional piece of paper that says, you know what, if you want us, IKEA, to cover your asses, you need to follow instructions. You got to do this, and you got to do this, and you got to put the dowels in there, and you got to put the screws in there, but you also have to fix them to the wall. And if you don't, it's not safe because it can tip over. When that chest of drawer, when you pull it out, the center of gravity changes. And when you pull on it, it can tip. And it can hurt someone. IKEA doesn't want that. I'm a furniture designer. I like MALMs. I've hacked them. But the number one thing at the forefront, when I'm designing and when I'm building and when I'm consulting with somebody, is safety. Safety is the key. You don't want to be liable for somebody hurting themselves. You want to be reasonable about it. You want them to have a nice piece of furniture, functional, they're loving it, hey, it's organized in my life, it's helping me. But you don't want them to be hurting themselves in the process. So occasionally, I turn down jobs because when somebody wants me to do something unsafe, you know, it's my job as a designer, as a maker, as a, you know, anticipate the unreasonable. That's the key, to anticipate the unreasonable. 99% of people are reasonable. There will always be one person that won't do something, or they're going to overload it, or they will not fix it to the wall. And they'll say, Carol, do it for me, you know, and I want you to build just one part of the project, and then I'll do the rest. And I say, you know what? In my opinion, it's risky, and I don't want to do it. So I'll turn it down. Oh, you know what? One of the biggest disappointments for me is IKEA recently. I remember going to IKEA a couple months ago, and there was I live in Toronto, Canada, and the closest IKEA where I feed my children, where I go to get inspired, where I pick up my materials, is IKEA Etobicoke. And I remember going up the escalator, and on the left there's a big wall, and all of it was just MALMs, and they had a really cool color. So there was a traditional white one. There was the white oak. White oak is my favorite wood. My favorite Canadian hardwood. I have to say, white oak. Beautiful grain, very modern. You can make it look a lot of things. But they had this beautiful color. Let me show you. They had. These are chains from Abbott. Abbott Laminati, Italian laminates. These are the works. These are the laminates I work with. So this is the color that they had. It was like teal. And you know what? And So I think this was the newest, most popular color. So it didn't go on sale at that time. So they had the white on sale, they had the white oak, they had the dark black stained wood, but they didn't have this one on sale. And I said, yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up. They're gonna have it in stock indefinitely, but it's gone, and I don't have it. Sadness. Malm's gone away. C'est la vie. Ciao.